Welcome to Colorado Brew Talk. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We're not doing a style tasting. We're not doing a review or anything like that. So we're doing a hop tea tasting.
Oh yeah. So if you liked the video, please go ahead and click like down below. We'd love if you'd subscribe and even hit that weird bell that, lets you know when we have new content. And if you watched our green tea episode, we have Chris again. And he saved gas money because he came over once, got 2 episodes, and now we're back.
It's a twofer.
Yeah. So why are we doing this crazy stuff?
Well, we've got 4 different hops in front of us that have been steeped in some wort. And the idea, once again, is to get a better sense of the ingredients that you might be using in your homebrew. So, hopefully whenever you open a bag of hops, you stick your nose in it and get that wonderful hoppy aroma. And so what this is doing is this is giving us a little more sense of what it's going to taste like, what kind of aromas it's going to give us in the finished product.
Yeah. And as a guy like me who doesn't necessarily have the greatest nose, I was kind of hoping to kind of get punched in the face by it. So I'm like, oh yeah, I know that smell. Yeah, I know that now.
But
because I was immersed in it for 24 hours.
You were merely, I can't remember the line. So never mind, the Bane line. I was born into it.
Yes, I was born into this.
I can't remember. You were merely.
You adopted the hops.
Thanks.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Couldn't remember the word. Man.
So I did want to interject real quick. Before we started doing any filming, you were telling us about this super awesome hop club.
Oh.
Which is in no way a sponsor, really.
Yes, but click the link here. I've got. Obviously, we were very prepared for this with my prop. So, this was a gift that was given to me, and it's the Hop Box subscription from Yakima Valley Hops.
Oh, nice.
And it's pretty cool. Each quarter, they send me 8 of these 2-ounce cans of different hops, and it's great. It's some I've used before. It's some I've wanted to use but haven't used, and then it's some I've never even heard of, like Enigma, which is actually the homebrew that we're drinking right now. It's been a great thing because not only have I learned about the hops, but it's also kind of pushed me and encouraged me to brew more. To use them.
Yeah, I know. And the Enigma hop is nothing. I mean, it's just got a unique taste to it. I haven't had it before.
It really does.
But I'll throw a little link down there. And like I said, we're not being sponsored by them or anything, but just if you want to check it out, because I'm going to check it out.
Yeah, for sure.
No.
Yeah. Do they have like a shelf life or something? Because I know they're vacuum sealed.
Yeah, they are vacuum sealed. I tend to use them all up in one batch. I'm not sure what their suggestion is. I know that they said, keeping them cold is more important than obviously. Yeah,
well,
I know you guys upstairs were sealing using the vacuum sealer is always good to get the oxygen out.
Yeah, and actually, they double dose it with nitrogen.
Yeah.
So it's not really vacuum. They just replace the oxygen with something else that won't mess it up. And that's how they seal the hop bags.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, and potato chips and
they seal potato chips with nitrogen.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Is that what pushes them all down at the bottom of the bag?
Well, I think that's the moving around.
Yeah. Or is it really a plot to ship nitrogen around the country because you only have a few potato chips to throw away?
See, we're running low on nitrogen.
Yeah.
This is their plan to replenish it.
There you go.
Yeah.
We're storing them in supermarkets all over the world. Anyway, on to the hops. So the first hop, we picked a lot of well-known American hops. We're doing Cascade, Centennial, Columbus, which is also Tomahawk, Zeus, usually CTZ. And then we're doing the German Saaz. So where are we starting?
I think right to left again. I'm thinking
I think
right to left
because it's lighter. Yeah.
So one thing to note, so this is the sauce. One thing to note is that we reserved or made some extra grain tea, and it was the pale
ale,
the pale malt.
And then we heated that up to like 179 degrees again.
Yep, and then steeped the hops for 20 minutes.
Yeah,
right.
And our ratio was 1/4 of an ounce to 4 ounces of water. Yeah, and that's only because it worked out nice because we're doing 4 hops and I had 32 ounces of water.
Yeah,
so hop tea. I'm surprised I actually got more in the flavor than I was expecting. Because when I did a whiff through them, I think Cascade was the only one that kind of gave me any aroma from it.
Yeah.
So in Saaz is supposed to be an aromatic blend of earth and spice, and generally they're low alpha acid, so they don't bitter too much.
I definitely get that herbal aspect to it versus the pine or the citrus.
Oh, for sure.
You know,
It's mellow.
I think I wish we put more in it.
Yeah, I would like to have a little bit more.
be a little more assertive.
Yeah.
I think one thing to keep in mind too is that this Saaz is a very low alpha variety, I think 3%.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But that only refers to its bittering capacity. Like when you're talking about aroma and flavor, that's primarily coming from the oils. So it can have, generally those are somewhat analogous, but you can have a hop that has, low bittering but still has plenty of oil content.
Yeah,
That's
and I
good.
think, is that the beta acids? Because I thought I saw they said they recommend if you're doing hop tea for health benefits, then to go
interesting.
low alpha acid, high beta.
I think that has more to do with solubility. Is my
Okay.
Because the oils are going to be the compounds. I don't know what they are in Saaz, but I know linolene and those kinds of oils that are really aromatic.
Yeah. Yeah, and we got inspiration from it from a Schoolhouse Brewing video, and we'll throw a link down there to it. And he mentioned it was they used to make pillows out of hops or fill pillows with hops because it's sedative, kind of put you out. And people drink hop tea at the end of the night. And I did some other reading, and they're talking it's anti-inflammatory and
Antibiotic.
Yeah.
Antibiotic, because that's part of the reason why it gained popularity to reduce contamination.
Yeah, and it's a cousin of cannabis. Yeah, that's good. I get some bitterness on it at the end though, which is interesting.
Yeah.
And considering it's low alpha acid and was only in hot water for 5-10 minutes before it cooled down.
Yeah.
Plus that's the earthiness. So, and then our next example, we've got Columbus, which, as I said, usually it's the same hop as Zeus and Tomahawk, and usually refer to them as CTZ. This one's kind of interesting because it's more of a bittering hop. The alpha acids on it are usually up there around 15%. So I thought it'd be neat to see what the flavor and aroma is like. But again, I'm not getting a lot from it.
Yeah, I'm getting definitely more than the Saaz.
Yeah. Definitely getting more bitterness.
Yeah.
I mean, even with such a short steep, I think, because we're talking about so much less volume than the bitterness.
Yeah.
And that's speaking more about the aroma when I smell it. Yeah. But yeah, you're absolutely right. It's definitely got more bitterness to it.
I think that makes sense too. Why you would use this as a bittering hop? You don't want those other flavors. You're just looking for the bitterness.
Well, and you're not going to get them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're all boiled away. Well, I mean, for example, we just did the Black is Beautiful Imperial Stout, and it was like 11 ounces of hops for the 20 and 10-minute editions, and then 1.7 ounces of hops for the CTZ at 60 minutes.
Yeah.
That's all it took.
I've also heard too that people will and brewers will use higher alpha so that they're less actual plant matter.
Yeah, because you lose so much
oil.
to the wort, or so much wort to it.
Yeah, and any sort of vegetal flavors that you might get from dumping in pounds of Saaz or whatever.
Those grassy notes. And, Well, so it's supposed to have an interesting dichotomy of sharp and herbal. I mean, it's definitely sharp.
Yeah, I'm getting herbal.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
get a little bit of that.
Well, and that'd be great for me because I always have trouble picking out herbal and floral hops. Nice. So our third example is Centennial. Flowers and citrus are the most evident aromas. It has a medium aroma with mid to high bittering value, oftentimes referred to as Super Cascade. So, and by the way, I grabbed all these descriptions from freshhops.com. I'll throw a little link down there.
I was just chuckling because I got the short pour on this one.
Did you?
Was this the one you tipped over?
Oh, probably, yeah. I tipped one of the jars over. Oh, well, they're right there, and there's nothing in there.
This one's really different for me.
Yeah.
You can really tell the difference.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I would
Definitely
describe it
get
as brighter.
Yeah, I was gonna say I definitely kind of get the citrus and pine and the flavor.
Yeah. I was thinking, well, I get citrus in the aroma, but I'm getting something else in the flavor.
I can go if I go back to the Centennial, right? No, sorry, Columbus. Yeah, if I go back to the Columbus, I get that herbal can pick that out a little better when I'm tasting the Centennial.
Another way I've heard that some brewers will test hops like this is instead of making a green tea, they'll actually just drop some hops they'll get a 12-pack of Bud Light,
Oh, okay.
pop it open, and
dry
drop
hop it.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's because there's no flavor.
Flavorless beer, yeah.
That it's a really good base, and it gives it a little more of an idea of what it'll behave like in a beer versus a tea.
Yeah.
So you get
I heard
different aspects
PBRs
of it.
probably be good for that
Yeah.
too, yeah. That's what we always use for the off-flavor tastings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a neutral base. Yeah.
Actually, that's a good idea. We should maybe try that sometime.
Yeah.
Get some Bud Light.
Get Bud Light, yeah.
Lime.
I think lime would be bad.
Getting lots of lime notes on this one. Yeah, so
Weird.
lots of lime notes on this one too.
What's the Clamato? Bud Light Clamato?
Double dry hopped Bud Light Clamato.
Actually, what's interesting is I was watching
Some herbal flavors.
There you go.
Pretty good.
I was watching a thing on Amazon Prime about stouts, and I guess oysters are a common ingredient, or they were at a time.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
I'm gonna have to brew me some oyster stout.
Yeah. There's a brewery up in Denver that did an actual oyster stout, not a Rocky Mountain oyster.
Yeah.
There was one that
they
did that
pointed
too.
that out too. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
And they
That's
use like the
salinity.
meat, the shell, and the brine.
Yeah.
So Cascade, did I mention Cascade? So our last one is Cascade. It's flowers, citrus, and spice with notes of grapefruit. Again, I think I wish we had used more, but I'd get the grapefruit for sure,
Yeah.
especially on the finish.
Yeah, this one's definitely the most aromatic for me.
One thing I do have to say, though, is that the little bits of hop that made it through the muslin bag, they're kind of hit me
you
right,
in the
right
back
back
of the
here.
throat.
Like, oh, that's kind of distracting.
Definitely don't want to eat hops.
No.
Yeah, they'd burn your throat up.
I'm getting like a fruity candy thing on the finish. I think it could be because there's a little bit of residual sweetness in the tea.
Oh, actually, I'm getting a burning on a spot on my tongue
Oh.
where there must have been some hop particulate.
It's like a lychee candy.
Yeah, I think if we did it again, I think I'd like to try the boiling it in water for 20 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, just kind of get.
And we
get
can
the
even do
sugar out.
20 and then 5. You know, kind of boost the aroma some more.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
2 doses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's an important aspect to think about too. Like we were talking about the alpha acids and the oils, and those are going to be extracted at different temperatures and boiled off and isomerized, and you're not just dealing with one variable. You've got
Yeah.
several different variables.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in this case, I mean, isomerization should have been really low. I mean, is there a low-end temperature that they isomerize at?
Yeah, I've heard, and I don't know the exact number, but definitely when you're still in the high 100s, you're going to get some.
Oh, okay.
It's just, it's kind of like we were talking about pasteurization. It's time and temperature. So
Yeah.
it's still happening. It's just happening slower.
Yeah, you just got to do it for longer.
At that temperature. Yeah.
And where are we drinking here, Chris?
This is a 100% Enigma Pale Ale. So I wanted to go Pale Ale in honor of Enigma's unique heritage. So all of the hops that we've tested here are all Humulus lupus, and what makes Enigma a little different is one of its progeny is Humulus lupus variety Neo-Mexicanus. So that's the hops that are native to the American continent versus regular hops, which are all from Europe. And so it's got some different kinds of flavors and kind of fruity. So I wanted to go pale ale, something kind of neutral.
Thanks for watching our video. Check out our website at coloradobrewtalk.com for more great content.
While you're there, be sure to leave us a comment or drop us a line with your thoughts.
You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter at CO Brew Talk, or follow the links below. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any future content.
Or episodes.
That's the case, baby.